was just saying, Musa, no, I am I'm a free gunner. Na menenam eye wiase amansan na menegana for edin komoni ho de wi system no esi na bia beboa amenya etimi ameki a future decision bia bitia make. There are some people even in a particular environment don't really know a lot of things about that environment now they find themselves to draw na menegana for bikasa na omo ho de wi na man setie na bia omo so betimi ehu a ometimi atoto omo nyama. You say no Zionfelix mabepiemu ewe Reggio in Italy. I love Italy. Beautiful country, beautiful people. Ghanaians here are awesome. Ghanaians in Italy are awesome. They are almost accepting. I mean, I've been to Udine, I've been to Venezia, Venice, Brescia, Rome. Na menko dem wan say about a cruise. But I'm from Rome. Capital na menko Rome da how. Rome.
Rome is very beautiful.
So I have Benson Dakon Ewase. He happens to be a real estate person in this country. And then come you know about a dying. I love properties. One thing that I do a lot, I like pumping my money into it. Property acquisition or putting up properties. Na me think a crap. It was some of the European countries and Italy is one place I obey. They can take Ghana for we say matofie. As compared to other European countries, no. Okwa one tante, but how do you do na? Like 8 out of 10 people that you meet and have conversation with them, matofie. I'm like and I know Air Force na. I mean, I've had people even try convince me say Zion Tofio. I say. So then never penny at say we didn't come about acquisition of property here in Italy, and I'm sure we can go hamper, we need hamper or bed nya edai. Rappenny, thank you very much for the opportunity to meet Kasa.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
What's important to say?
Much you also.
Briefly tell us something about Benson Darko.
Yeah. Benson Darko. Benson Darko me ba Italy almost 28 years ago. Okay. My parents and me ba no. I was very young and 12 years old. Okay. And from that moment, I went to school here and I went to the secondary school in Italy. After that, I started trying to understand how the system works. So I started working with some businessmen. I did many types of businesses. Then at 22 years old, I said, oh, let me stop a little bit. What's going on around us? I didn't know you're gonna follow about Italian ma yina yepese ekolojimo fabrica yina yepese ejumane then I send sika to Ghana and all those things. I didn't know you're gonna for we don't try to do something different here in this country, you know. And I'm saying, okay, in a country, what moves around the country? What lets many people's work? And then I said, oh, houses, because in a house, an electrician works, the one who's the manufacturer works, the furniture people's work. In a country like Italy or in economic, how do we say it? A country which is very, very rich, moves on houses and real estate, because real estate makes people's work, many people's work, you know, and it moves the economy. So at 23 years old, I just decided to get inside this this world that is very difficult for a black person to enter. And I tried to see what's going on. And I really saw that there is movement, there's the money who moves through houses, you know. Mm-hmm. And Italy is a country where more than 80% of the peoples are property of the houses. So I said, why is it that we Africans, we don't buy houses? You
mean 80% of the Italians own properties?
Own properties.
Wow.
So I said, there's business here. So maybe a foreigner, a Ghanaian foreigner who is here, who tries to get into the real estate to understand what moves inside, maybe can give opportunities to many Ghanaians to start seeing that around them there are many opportunities. There's another world. So I started in Technocasa.
That is at age 23.
23 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, very young. You know, I was having many Ghanaian friends here who were saying that it's impossible to do what you're trying to do, because many Italians, when they see a black man doing a job that is very rich job, do not let you have the opportunity to start and to get a very nice career. And I said to my friends, okay, this is what you think, I'll try. So from there, it all started. It was very difficult, but at the same time, I'm a very determined person. I know what I want, and
how did you start? I mean, as you mentioned earlier, it is difficult for a person of your color,
a black man,
to enter into that field of real estate business. How did you start it?
Yeah, how did I start it? I started when I got injured with my knee, because I was a football player.
Okay. So it's like Obi footballer.
No, I started when I was 16 years. I started playing football, and in some years' time, I started playing in a professional.
Oh, wow.
I went to play in Serie C1, and then at 22 years old, I got an injury in Coppa Italia. That's the moment I stopped. That's the moment after the business I was doing first that wasn't around the real estate. I really understand that there's opportunity now. Or I do something different, or I'm going to live my life working for somebody. I've always thought about not working for nobody. I was always having this dream to create a job. So think about to create a job here in Italy. That's very difficult, because we Africans, we are those who always work for people. But my dream was to open a company that can create jobs, even for Italians, not only for we blacks. That's where, as I told you first, I entered in the real estate because I saw that real estate lets everything move. Without real estate, nothing's moving.
Maybe just before some culture, tap senses, Italy, I say, Europe, and I say, America, UAE, UK, Canada. Now, also, this Kofia use you on more platform, tap send, go to Play Store or App Store and send money to family and friends in Ghana. Use the promo code Zionfelix already start for first timer. Now, more NTOs for free. If you're in the UK, America, Canada, UAE, Italy, as a Germany, France, Portugal, Belgium, so many other countries, Czech, Australia, use tap send, use the promo code Zionfelix. Now on better with Ghana, tap send. So say, Ghana, so Ghana, now pay Airbnb, Eduteko to my senior real estate was me, Upe Biduteko to Airbnb for short stay, now Papa Home, so more fully furnished apartment, or Castle of Jai, and a Kaswa, Millennium City. To do here, no luggage, out of the copy, Bia or Homa, but no Johnny is home, soap, everything is there. Call them. They book it for 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 days. Almost as airport pickup. And if you are Cheba Ghana, Udre Potama picking up common apartment or from 0245 517650. 0245 517650. So let me ask, what kind of real estate do you do?
What kind of real estate do I do? In first, I work in one of the most, the richest zone in this city where I live. We're saying that we work about with houses with people who have houses from 20,000 to 2-3 million euros. And what I do is to try to understand what somebody is looking for, the family's exigence, and try to get the right house or the right situation for them.
Okay.
This is what I do.
Okay. So you sell houses?
I sell houses. I'm a consultant. I don't just sell houses, but I try to understand what the family really needs. What's bedrooms, type of houses, their budget, and try to get the right house for them. So it's a very beautiful job, because you help people.
Yeah.
You really help people. You give information to people that they don't even know what's going around the houses. So for them, seeing a black person that knows more than them, sometimes they really, how do we say it? They are really surprised, to see a black man very prepared and working in one of the most richest zones in Region Media.
Now, you share the housing system here in Italy or Reggio Emilia that we are right now. How is it?
Yeah, let's say that in this moment, in the 2025, the situation is very good. That means that we sell many houses just because on the rental side it's very difficult because in Ghana for African for no. We always looking for rental, but we have now many Ghanaians who are buying houses. But at the same time, we have even people that they're not able to buy houses just because they're having some financial problems, they're having some financial debt. So it's very difficult for you to buy. And we're talking about houses which cost is very high. But if you're working, then you're not having big financial problems. We can help you to get a house and to live a good house.
As I said in the beginning of our conversation, most people that I do have conversations with, Italy has said, do say, I have a house, I own a house. And I've had some of my friends here advise me, says, Zion, buy property here, buy property here. Is it easy to get a property here? Is it cheap?
This is a very nice question. Talking about the zone I work, it's not cheap.
I mean, from 3,000 to 1 million, we know.
So let's say it's not really cheap.
That is a full house?
Yeah, that's a full house, or that's even apartment. In a very nice companion, you know. That costs many money because we're talking about night zones, good services, schools, hospitals, many.
Which area is that?
Things. That's the south zone of Reggio Emilia. I'm talking about Canali, Albinea, Villa Verde, Coviolo, Sarigo, Rivalta. We're talking about.
And it ranges from which amount to which amount?
Let's say it depends. It depends. But if you're talking about a single bedroom, in one of these areas, you have to have at least 150,000 euro for a single bedroom.
Okay, one bedroom.
Okay, one bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. When we talk about 2 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms, we're talking about apartments. We can go from 200,000 even to 500,000 euro. Okay. And when we're talking about a single house, it's very difficult for a normal person to buy a single house here. You can buy a detached house. That means that here we call it villetta schiera. Okay, that's you are having your own entries, you are having your own garden. We go from 250,000 to 450, 500,000 euros, 600,000, depends. If you want a single house in a very nice zone, let's say you need from 500,000 going up. Otherwise, you have to go to the north zone of Reggio Emilia. Now we are in the center. Okay. This zone is the north part of Reggio Emilia. It costs a little bit less. And the south zone where I work costs more. Because we are near the, how do we say, the hills. We are near the
nice places. Of amenities around.
So that's the difference.
So if what kind of people can purchase properties here?
Which kind of people can purchase property here? Talking about the center, so these zones near the station and all those things, these places, many people who buy here are Ghanaians, because not all are having, let's say, the right money to buy a house in some zones of Reggio Emilia. So talking about what you were asking me first, why are they telling me to buy houses here? They are telling me to buy houses here, we're talking about business. Business means that in real estate, you just don't have to buy the house because you want to go and stay inside. No, you're having some house, some money. You want the money to work for you. This is the moment. Because you can buy a house from 60,000, 70,000 euro in these zones till 100, 120,000 euro. But having less houses to rent means that you can rent it at the money that you want. So in, let's say, 15, 20, 30 years time, let's say even 15, 20 years time, you've get more than half of the money that you've invested. And if you sell it, let's say you make more than putting the money in the bank. So this why we say real estate in the whole world is a very nice place to invest. It's the most biggest investment any person can do, real estate. Real estate.
So if somebody is purchasing a property, what should the person consider?
When a person wants to purchase a property here in Italy, the most important thing that is having a fixed contract. After having a fixed contract, you just I'll help you with the bank. So I'll let the bank come to the office to understand your situation and see how much the bank can give to you. Okay. So I work with almost 50 banks in Italy, and for the situation of everybody, I try to get the right person, the right bank for the right person, and then we give them the okay. The bank gives them okay. From then, we start with the eater of the house. We start going to see the houses, because without me knowing how much you can spend, I can't just go to show you a house. It works contrary. If I know that you can spend 80,000 euros because the bank says, Ben, this person with his family, there are many people, it's more than 120,000 euros they cannot spend, I cannot show you a house that is cost 150, 170,000 euros. You cannot buy it. So after understanding the financial part, that seeing that you can spend this money, from there we select the type of houses together. So we see in my office through our computer 3-4 type of houses that I propose to you. Okay, and you see how the house is, and you say, okay, Ben, I'd like to see this 1, 2, 3 type of houses. You go and see the one that you really feel that is good for your family, for your necessity. From there, we do the proposal. That means that we're doing the proposal to the property. We do the proposal to the property. I'm the one negotiating with the property and try to let you buy the house with the right price possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my part. You see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started telling us the process you go through. So
Yeah.
after you've bargained for the property and then the property owner has agreed, what continues?
What continues? From there, we start moving technicians, so engineers, and why? Because in Italy, let's say there's many bureaucracy in the houses. So if you want to purchase a house, the first thing is that the house must be a house that is okay, it's correct. So there's an engineer who goes to the house and see whether all what you are trying to sell is legitimate. Is the house for you? What the project of the house, is it the way it's really in the commune? So this engineer goes to see the house, goes to the commune and see the project that was in the commune, and goes to the house to see the house and see whether what you are buying is something legitimate.
If I understand you in Ghanaian terms, you go and check the plan at the assembly and check if it's the same thing that is there.
Yes. Okay. If there's a deformation, you cannot buy the house. Okay. That means that the property has to pay some money and try to put it right. Otherwise, the bank is not going to give you the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a way just to let a person who was buying a house buy the right thing, and the law really tries to help you purchase the right thing. Otherwise, after when you decide to sell the house, you are going to pay all that money.
And who's going to incur the cost of all that from the technicians? Is it the house owner or the person buying the house?
It's the house owner.
Okay.
It's the house owner. Is the one going to pay all this money.
Okay.
And Italy, we're having this efficiency program, almost 10-15 years now. That means that every house is having a class. This class means that we start from class G, that's the last class, to class A4. Class A4 means that the house doesn't, doesn't need electricity, doesn't need normal light, but the house is auto, it's, how do we call it in English? It lives by himself, by panel solar. The light will be generated by photovoltaic. In the house that when we are in the winter, this house is it's heat by himself. That's the most high classes.
Okay.
And this most high classes goes from 450,000 euro, that's the new houses, to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million.
How many rooms that?
3 bedrooms.
Okay.
3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with
Okay.
some small garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after technicians have gone to check everything, everything has been fixed and everything is approved.
Yeah.
Payment system, how is it?
Yeah. From there, what happens then? All these documents go directly to the bank, because the bank is the one going to finance you. So the bank wants to see whether what he's putting his money inside is something legitimate. Okay. So as soon as he sees that everything is legitimate, at that moment we fix an appointment with the notary. Maybe in England they call it lawyer. Here we have a notary. Notary is the one that is going to control all the documents of the house. Is the one who is going to read all the documents of the bank, Because you're going to sign, how do we say it, an hypotheca, we call it here. That means that me bank, I'll give you the house, but I'm going to put my, how do we say it, in case you don't pay for the house, I have the possibility to get it back from you, okay? So what does it mean? That this notary has to read and see all the interest that this bank is giving to you. If the interest is outside the normal interest that it should be given, the notary doesn't let nobody sign. So the notary is a person who been paid by the one who is buying the house, because he's doing the job for you.
For you, yeah.
Okay. So after reading, after changing the name of the house, so now that me, for example, I'm selling the house for you.
Yeah.
Okay. In front of the notary, this lawyer, let's call it lawyer. Okay. He reads everything. He asks you if you've seen the house that you are buying, if you know what you are doing. Okay. If we see that everything is okay, at that moment, they sign. So that's the transfer. That's the transfer from me to you, okay? And from that moment, from the next day, you are the property of the house.
So the bank pays you the money?
Yeah, the banks give the money to me in that moment in front of the notary.
Okay, and how many percentage down payment would I have to make for the bank to know that I can afford the property?
Yeah, this is one of the other problems with we Ghanaians, you know, because many times we send, let's say, many Ghanaians do many, how do we say it, how do we say it, loans. So asking many loans just because they send money to Ghana or they're doing houses in Ghana, they don't have money back. Not everybody. Yeah. There are some people who have money back. But in Italy, many banks prefer that you having, let's say, something like from 5,000 to 15, 20,000 euro back. That means that you're a person who, in your life, you have put something, you've saved something, okay? So when you're a person who have saved something, the banks are more reliable giving you the money. But if you're a person who have not saved nothing, let's say it depends on your situation. If you're working and your wife too is working, they try to give you the money for the house and try to give the money for the expenses.
So they give you 100%?
100% of the price. Price, and they give you even sometimes 15%. That means that if you're buying a house, you have to pay the agency, that is from 5,000 to 6,000 euro. You have to pay the notary, that's something like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, it depends on the house. And some small expenses. So you need to have from 13 to 15,000 euro.
Okay.
Apart.
Okay.
Okay. So from there, you buy the house. So when the house is 150,000 euro, the bank tries to give you 175,000 euro.
That's if you have nothing.
But if you have not, that's where you don't have nothing.
Okay.
But if you haven't something, that means the bank is going to give you the 150,000 euro. That means the 100% of the price of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can actually buy a house without having anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I hear in some other parts of the world, you need to get probably a 20. I talked to somebody in the UK.
Yeah.
She bought a house, and according to her, you have to get like 20% of the total amount of money. So let's say
here too, but not in all the situations, because not everybody can who saves money. So in some way, the banks try to help these people just to buy the house. Yeah.
And again, in the UK, some people do purchase properties and then give it out for rent, and the money they'll be taking for rent will be used to be paying back the debt. Yeah, is it allowed here?
It's allowed. Yeah, it's allowed here too. It's allowed here. Here, there's under law. It depends if this house that you are buying is your first house. First house means your main house where you and your family are going to live. When you buy your main house in Italy, what happens? You have 5 years time not to sell the house. Because instead of paying, let's say, 8,000 of tax, they let you pay 2,000 euro of tax because it's your main house, it's your first house, okay? So giving you this adjuvalation, let's say it, they'll give you time in 5 years' time that you shouldn't have sell this house. Okay. But if you want to sell the house in this 5 years' time, you can sell the house. But you have to buy another house by another year. So if it's your first house, it's always better you sell the house after 5 years. If you sell the house after 5 years, you can sell it to anybody you want. And there's another thing. If you buy the house with a loan And this loan is for your first house, okay? The law says that you have to put your residence inside. If you don't put your residence inside, so you put it, you just give it to rent, it's okay, there's no problem. But at that moment, the jubilation for the first house, you lose it. So instead of paying the 2,000 euro, they are going to ask you back the difference from 2,000 to 8,000 you should have paid.
Wow.
Okay.
That means it's not a house.
It's not a house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can do it, but you have to pay IMO. We call it IMO. It's a tax. That says that you told me that it's your first house, because in your first house you don't pay IMO.
Yeah, don't pay
in your
tax.
second house, in the third house, you pay IMO, you pay tax. But your first house you don't pay. So if you buy it for yourself, there's nothing like that. There's no tax. But if you buy it and you put it on rent, okay, people will pay your rent for you. Will pay your loan for you. There's no problem. But you have to really remember that at the same time, you have a tax to pay too. So it should be something that you do that brings you more than what you have to give to the bank. Otherwise, it's not.
Is it advisable to buy houses in Italy?
Yeah, let's say it's advisable. Yeah, it's advisable because the rent price is really, really high. So we start from 600 euro a month for 1.5 bedroom. Now in this moment, even to 800 and 850 euro a month.
For 1 bedroom?
For 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
For 2 bedrooms.
So
it's too much.
Your 2 bedrooms, 2 rooms and a hall.
Yeah.
Because in some other parts of Europe, 2 bedroom means just 2 rooms. So you use one for hall, use one for bedroom.
No.
So it's 2 bedrooms
and a
living
hall.
room.
Yeah, the living room,
okay,
and the bathroom, and
okay,
a canteen and a garage.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit different, but the price is very high. Okay. Even people spend 1,000 euro for 1.5 room. It's better you ask for a loan and you buy the house.
Okay.
Because from there you can pay 550 euro, maximum 600 euro, even 450 euro a month, because it depends on the price of the house. So it's better you buy the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to you, it's better you buy a house than to rent it. To rent for people.
Yeah. It's better you buy the house.
Because the amount that you pay monthly will be more than even what you be paying for the mortgage.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
It's true.
I'm talking to Benson Dako, who happens to be a real estate agent here in Reggio Emilia, Italy. He's the boss of Tecnocasava.
Yeah, studios, Tecnocasa.
Tecnocasa.
I'm having 2 offices where I'm having almost 12 people who are working for me.
Okay.
Italians, they're my dependents.
Do guys come to you to help them buy properties?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say from when I started this job, something like this 13 years ago, many people, as I told you, they said it was impossible, but after it was possible, they saw that it was possible. Many saw me in newspapers, because I came many times on newspapers. They talk about me. They say, "Oh, this Ghanaian guy that is making something great in this country." They started looking for me, asking me how it works, because many of them, they don't know. When they go to an Italian agent, many times the Italian agent doesn't care about you. What he cares about getting his money. Okay, so coming to me means that I'll give you all the things you have to know about the law, and I'll let you know everything. I just don't just see you as money. No, I see you as a person for the first, and after that I'll give you all the notions you have to know of the laws and how it works. And then I try to help you, so I accompany you from the starting to the end.
Okay.
The problem is that many Ghanaians ask for rent too. So being less rent, I try to let them understand that buying the house is better.
Okay. So let's continue from where we left off after buying the house.
Yeah.
Let's say 90,000 euro house.
Yeah, let's say 90,000 euro house.
90,000 euro house.
Yeah.
The bank has paid it.
Yeah.
How's the payment plan going to be?
The payment plan is really normal. That means that every month you have to pay 450 euro.
Oh, really?
You pay every month 450 euro. Stop. For 30 years, for 25 years, for 30 years.
450 or 250?
Or 90,000 euro house, 450. 450, 480.
A month?
Yeah, a month.
Okay, let's say 30 years, but I live probably 10 or 15 years after I bought a house and I die.
Yeah.
What happens? Who continues paying?
This is the most beautiful question you've made me till now. what we Africans, we don't know and we don't think about many times, just because we don't know the laws. When you buy a house by asking a loan from the bank, in the first thing, the banks put the assurance on this house. And before going to a notary, that's the lawyer,
yeah.
okay, you have to sign and let's say pay for 3 types of assurance. When you die, when something happens to you, and in case you're in difficulties, okay. So in these 3 assurance, let's just think about a family where a father bought this house and is having 3 kids and a wife. This house was bought by himself, by him alone, okay. So it's 100% property of the house, and something happens to this person. If something happens to this person, the insurance is going to pay all the debt. So if this person dies, the house is paid.
Oh, and nobody
so
to pay.
No, it doesn't go on your children, it doesn't go on your family and all those things. No, it's been paid. That's why the banks, before giving you the money, they want to see if you are a person who saves money. Okay, because they're going to give the money, but at the same time you're going to pay the money back, but at the same time they want to insure themselves in case of everything. So many Italians, many families didn't create problems for their families because when something happened to them, their house was paid by 100% from the insurance.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Just before you continue, give us contact details in case somebody wants Benson to help in acquiring a property or rent unit.
Yeah, you want me to give you my number? Okay. My number is 328 08 plus 39 328 08 67137. I'm having my email too, Benson at technocars@regioemilia.it. And you can even check on me on Instagram, on Facebook. Just write Benson, you get me everywhere.
Benson what?
Benson Darko. Benson Darko. I'm here to give you more information about the houses. I'm here to give you more information about doing business with houses too. Because selling houses is not only my job.
Okay.
My job too is to get houses for my financial investors. I have many investors. Okay, my investors, they come to me, they say, Ben, I'm having 500,000 euro, 800,000 euro. I want to get some type of houses in these zones to renew and sell it back. So they give me this commission. Give me this commission means that they buy the house from me, they renew the house, and they give me the house back to sell. That means I make business 4 times.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happens in this case? I can let you buy a house of 50,000 euro and let you sell it in 160,000 euro in 6 months. I'm able of doing this too. Yeah, that means that you get a profit of 80,000 euro in just even 2, 3, 4 months.
Yeah.
But I have to get the right thing for you at the right zone, at the right place, so that when you renew it, you can sell it to the right people.
Is it possible to buy a house cash?
Yeah, it's possible to buy
but here, a lot of investigations will have to go into it.
No, let's say it depends. It depends. When this money comes from legitimate way, that means through bank or through, we just do, we call it anti-riciclaggio. Okay. That means that they would like to know where this money comes from. Okay, but they're not going to ask you. No, I'm the one who signs your anti-riciclaggio. Okay. Because I'm the responsible of the negotiation of and all the transferment of everything. Okay. So what happens in that? I have to also understand with who I'm talking to.
Yeah. You have to know the person.
Yeah, I have to know the person. Okay. If this person, let's say, I ask many questions just to know who I'm interlocuting with. If I just see that this person is a criminal, let's say a criminal, who wants to use criminal money to do something, my job is to tell the Guardia di Finanza, that means the financial, how do you say it in Italy, I don't know whether we have it in Ghana, those who control the movements of all monies around. Here we call it Guardia di Finanza, okay? I have to tell them that I'm having a client that I think is suspicious. Okay. Because otherwise, if I let this person do this business with me, means that I was part with him to do this business. So if something comes out, I'm responsible because I am a real estate agent and I have studied to be a real estate agent.
Now, what's the most expensive property that you've sold?
2.8 million euro.
What kind of property was that?
That was a very big villa. We're talking about a big property like all this place, you know.
Wow.
Let's say 8 bedrooms, dependance. We have a swimming pool and a very big, how do we say it? A very big land.
So let's look at a family of 5, husband and wife with 2 kids.
Yeah.
What kind of room is okay for us, and what would the price be? What kind of price?
The right price.
Yeah.
If we talk about 2 kids, let's say 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends always on the zone, because we cannot say that Kaswa is like Teshi or East Legon, you know, because I've done doing business in Ghana too.
Okay.
So I know how the prices is from any parts of Ghana.
That's
you know,
true.
it's the same thing here too.
Okay.
It depends on the zone that the person is looking for the house, but the price on a 2 bedrooms and a 2 bathrooms, or a normal 2 bedrooms with 1 bathroom with a hall and a kitchen separated, goes from 120,000 euro till 400,000 euro. It depends. It depends.
So, is it advisable for people like us who don't stay in this country to make such investments here?
Yeah, it's advisable because there are some times where the markets, the financial market changes. Let's say in every 13 to 15 years, the price from now we are the highest prices of the houses, you know. Let's say by next 2 years, all the prices are going down. Because it's normal. This is part of, let's say, financial knowledge. Because if everything is high, it's a moment that not everybody can purchase it. So normally, the prices come down. In that moment where the prices are coming down, that's the moment to buy and invest. Because in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, the price is going to come back again. This is what happens in these 50 years going back. So you have to have a knowledge in financial study. You have to know how money works, because money moves money. If you know this, then you can make many big business.
Just before you go, I mean, so how do some of us who don't stay here, who don't have resident permit, who don't have any documents in this country, we have everything in Ghana or other parts of this country, how do we purchase property here?
Let's talk about Italy. Italy, before buying a house here, you have to have minimum soggiorno. Soggiorno means your permit.
Okay, resident permit.
Your permit, okay. Or if you're a rich person, okay, you just ask for a permit of a moment, but you have to show them all your possessions, your possessions, even from where you're coming from. From that moment, you can buy a house here. Otherwise, you cannot buy a house. So, or you help somebody buys the house for you. Or otherwise, you just have to have this permit that shows that you're a businessman. You like to invest here, and they'll give you a permit to do this this purchase. So it's possible too.
Thank you very much, Brother Benson.
Thank you too.
I mean, sure, I want to cheap about
no, me teaching as well. So I know.
I know, right? Oh man, the only tiny I know.
Understand? Both to be there.
Two. Bene. You find out what's there. I know what I'm saying. Italian Tiana. Come style bene. Yeah. You find out what's my people.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, and hope I've given more information to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for also briefing us on how things do operate here in the housing system. My name is Zionfelix. My name is Benson Daku, who happens to be the boss of a Techno Casa, a real estate right here in Italy. Been operating for a little over 13 years. So anywhere in Italy, you can get a property for somebody? Or just Reggio Emilia?
No, I can even get a property for somebody in Italy.
So anywhere in Italy, if you contact him, he'll help you out, and he's opened up things for us. We do Italy as a almost everybody because you say auto few I say I'm convincing me say I'm auto few I want to change few is around 100,000 we around 90,000 I'm like it is a good idea to own properties here. And I also quite to say Ghana. I don't want to go there, but I had the old part and say yes. What are they?
Yeah, it grows. It grows. Your investment grows. Yeah,
Thank you
so
for watching from
nice.
Roger Emilia here in Italy. My name is Zionfelix. Bye bye.
Thank you.